No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Vols will get us underway with the opening kickoff. No reason to risk. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Reed. Going to try to get it himself. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got the back over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Reed. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Motion from the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Owens. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Reed. He's got it on the run. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Texas A&M going quickly. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M. When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited, and you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Makes a grab deep. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. No Tennessee quarterback will ever be revered like Peyton Manning, but many more throws like that, and they're going to say, this guy's getting into the realm at least.
Yeah, you get in the realm, you're good. You get in the realm, you start talking about Hall of Fame. That's what kind of tradition you've had with a guy like Peyton Manning. His fingerprints are still on this program, and if you are mentioned with him, that's a good day at the office.
Toss sweep right. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5?
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Owens. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass, it's Reed. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Aggie! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. So here is the Tennessee offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hand off from the shotgun. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the air, it's Barnett. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, and that's a missed opportunity for the offense. You get the matchup you want, you take the shot, the play's there to be made for a touchdown, and he drops it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. It's a draw. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield until the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Snap to the back. Finds a little space. Lots of room to run. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
3rd down and inches, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level. Not only picking up the 1st down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Trying to have success on 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown balls. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Drills him with the stiff arm. Ball down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage.
Turning it on! And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Looking to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Grab behind the line. It's Craver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Sweet cut there. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
They don't mind being aggressive from deep in their own end, and it paid off there as they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the fall placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Got it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Under fire. Wideout trying to get it in. Give him 6. Touchdown Volunteers.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Gonna run it. It's Owens. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Pressure coming. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Reed. Here's a heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
What an awesome punt return. It now sets this field position up so nice for this offense. A lot of times, offensive coordinators right away, I get a big play like this that creates momentum, I'm going to take a shot and go after a touchdown right now.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on 1st down. Got a man, it's Matthews. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. This guy is just wearing them out. Another 1st down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Touchdown, Tennessee! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. They'll leave it with him. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable 3rd down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
Keeps it himself and gets the 1st. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
To the air, it's Reed. Oh, they're after him. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. It's head is spinning.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. They'll open the second half on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. He's moving out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls out.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Under fire. Floats it out in space. There he goes. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to take off. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Perry. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Snagged in the middle. It's Staley. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
On 4th down, going to the air. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Aggies moving quickly to the line. Give to the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Off the play fake. Looking deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quick handoff. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Just a short pass to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Give to the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. And that one's incomplete. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Just feeds the running back. Makes a man miss. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Vols! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Ruiz. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air, it's Reed. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. On the ground, it's Owens. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the option. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a third down play. Bully ball on 3rd and short. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Got it set up on the outside. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Owens. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball.
Breaks into the open. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Texas A&M going quickly. Running the red zone. It's Owens. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He'll set up to throw. Rush is on him. Firing to the right, complete. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. And the Aggies want to pick up the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. This quarterback part of their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They're going to run it. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man, it's Reed. He's into the end zone. The two-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Tennessee offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's going to fire to the left. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. This crowd even louder now on 2nd down as they try to hold on. The toss sweep to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Volunteers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over UCLA. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Dropping back, it's Reed. Finds his man, it's Craver. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Got it behind the line, it's Craver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on second down. He'll pull it down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Oh, what an exciting finish this is going to be. The offense has it one more time. One last drive, and time is winding down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Owens. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Unloads it left. Caught near the sideline. It's Craver. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up fourth and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
Throws to the tight end. He caught it. Going to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6 now. What are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And now they've decided to go for 2. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Flushed out of the pocket. He makes the grab. The 2-point try is good, and they take the lead. look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab down the left side. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one, as they'll come up short in this game. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup.